sick for the past, honestly, 3 weeks. So here I am. And I am still kind of getting over everything, but I'm a lot better than I was. You happy now you can see the camera and say hi to everyone? Yeah, I feel like there's so much pressure to have everything put together in the new year. I think that really got me depressed and in a funk because it's like, I don't feel like I have that together this year. I feel like going into this year, I feel more unput together, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I'm coming out of a really busy season from work and from just life, and the idea of like starting fresh and having a new chapter to lean into and really feel real right now. I'm here to tell you, if you feel the same way, I know a lot of these videos on YouTube now are new chapter, new beginnings, how to crush your goals, here's an app, here's this, here's, Notion to have templates. And I just wanna say that if you're in a place right now that you feel like you just need to be present. You need to be present. You don't need to be knocking everything out. You don't need to be achieving everything. You don't need to be in the gym 5 times a week. I think the new year has a lot to do with more reflection than doing. And there's a lot to be said about that. And I think that is where I'm at right now. It's really a place to kind of rejuvenate yourself and actually gain that momentum and energy that you desire to really kick off this year and kick off the next few months. With just sitting back and being intentional and being here right now. I think that the new year is all about that, not about rushing ahead, not about going in the past, but just being here, showing up for it as it shows up for you. And I think that's really the message I really needed right now. And genuinely, this new year for me is about presence, it's about reflection. And there's a lot to be said, I think, about, especially manifesting your goals and achieving your goals, about being present with them, being intentional, and showing up in that in between. You can't just have a goal and jump into it. You have to flesh out the goal. What does the goal mean for you? Why is it important to you? What is the purpose of it for you? And I think that is so, so important. And I think the society that we have is like hustle, 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 and race and get to the finish line as fast as you can. And this year, at least for me, honoring that reflection space, honoring the intentional space. I think that even though it was a little bit of a harder intro to the new year for me, that was a really good one because it symbolizes this year of I want to be present more. I want to own the spaces that feel like they're not really getting anywhere. The spaces that I feel like I'm not really achieving everything that I want to. The spaces that feel imperfect, that feel like I'm not being a perfectionist self, and that is okay. That is where I'm at this new year. And it's all about the mindset. And if we have the mindset of we can just be comfortable in being uncomfortable. We can be comfortable in not being all the way to the end of the finish line just yet, but maybe that'll take a day, maybe that'll take a week, maybe that'll take 3 weeks, maybe that'll take 3 years, But the idea that it doesn't have to be this hustle culture that we place on every single goal. It doesn't have to be this ultimatum of if I don't reach this, then I'm a failure, And I've had so many moments in my life where I feel like I haven't met my goals and I haven't come to the place of feeling like I'm fully invested in the desires that I have. And it's like, why can't it manifest? Why can't it show up? Because we're focusing on the desire so much that we lose the intention, that we lose the intent. And I think that having that desire inside and having that spark alive, keeping that spark alive, is remembering that place of intent, is remembering the moment that it was birthed in your heart. And that to me is where God meets us. That to me is where we sit down with God and have a conversation, and how the universe can really help us show up for ourselves as we take action to achieve our goals. There's a need that people just don't talk about this a lot. And when you feel like you're in a funk or you're entering a new year, you don't feel that refreshness, you don't feel that motivation. And sometimes the first step isn't motivation, it's sitting down with yourself and getting intentional, reflecting more, being present more. And that is how I'm entering 2023. So thank you so much for being here. If you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I just love having you here. And that way you can hit that little bell button and you can get more videos like this one. It is time for our first little tree to go bye-bye. It's a perfect example of what I mean when I say I feel like I don't have everything put together in the beginning of this year, because my Christmas tree and all the decorations were still out well into the new year. But I think that even so, I know that all of that energy served its purpose, and being able to clear that felt so good. So here I am getting through all the new year and introducing all that new good energy. I'm gonna miss all of this on my railing. Look how beautiful. I just think that was really nice. Next year, I think I'm going to double it over on my railing to make it like more thick instead of just kind of thin like that. But here it goes.